And so the thrill of the opening game. Giddy hope and expectation. They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
The action has already started. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Sarr. Good, strong midfield running here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Sarr, is someone who's often been compared to some of the past greats, Peter, and it's quite easy to see why. The Senegalese has a real physical edge to his game, and he's a box-to-box player whose main strength are those late surging runs into the final third. Not a bad trick to have up your sleeve.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Sarr. Oh, that's a key interception. Out of play for a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Senegal still without a single shot on target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's made its way to him. They've got to be quick to recover this. And that has been clubbed away. He's free, he has got space. There's the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely weighted ball. Gets a good foot in there. Now who's going to be first to this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Foot in. Threads one in. Same again, same outcome.
Senegal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Mane. This looks promising. Great vision. Spread neatly. Stood up well to him there. Strong running down that left flank. Sarr takes a look up. So, what can they make of this? Oh, good-looking ball. He won't be happy with that one. Distributed tidily. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a good run down the left. Ndiaye. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he's managed to get free. In with the challenge. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He is through here. Lovely feet. And that's a good intervention. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And this is Mane! Can he finish? Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
The final seconds now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Senegal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Senegal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Over to the left. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for the run. And he's had it nicked away. Plays it across. And the keeper beats it away.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. No, that was never going to make it. And now the breakaway.
Senegal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Sarr. Sarr goes on a charge down the left. That's tidy. He's taking on the lot of them. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ndiaye gets into a good position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it. Can he get away? And still, we await the first breakthrough.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Under an awful lot of pressure. Mane was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, nice touch. Diatta drives forward on the overlap. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's intervened well there. Good ball, good take. Just eases him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot!
Botswana clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's got away. Well, this is Mane. Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Goes forward. Mane chasing after it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Chance here to counter. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Sarr. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Gets into some space. Chance for a shot! Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Ndiaye. That has been cut short. And back to the keeper they go. That's at the end. Senegal starting here with a draw, a glass half empty or half full. You be the judge. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, I think all's well that ends well on this one. They pushed for more and showed good determination to avoid less, so it has to be a point won as opposed to 2 lost.
Et bien voilà, chers spectateurs, ce match se termine donc sur un score nul.
Senegal emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the pass is intercepted. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to probe and spaces to get into. I think he's going to be a really huge asset for this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And here's Mane. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's managed to get free, pings it across. And Diaye. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that.
Chance! Goal! First blood drawn. One perfect ball, one perfect header.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a shade optimistic. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's forced to go back. Mbemba.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Foot in. Mbemba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mane. He goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
He's had it taken off him, and it's Mane. Very nicely done. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Could try cutting inside here. Played in deep.
Democratic Republic of Congo clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. There they go, hunting in packs. Mbemba. Nicely spread. In with the challenge. It's a good ball out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Going for goal! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Sarr. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, such a clever touch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Out to the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now that looks a decent ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And we've reached half-time. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Views on the first half?
Senegal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Koulibaly proves just a little bit too strong. Mbemba. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's picked his way through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Mane. That's cause for mild irritation. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbaye tries to pass it through. Well, this is not... He's had a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
By driving forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Some good work on the right flank here. Mbemba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Driving on and making good progress. He's shifting through the gears here. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Now who's going to be first to this? Ndiaye. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shot could be on. Shot, surely!
Democratic Republic of Congo have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Diatta carries the ball down the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has found the way through. And it's made its way to him. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! It's fallen kindly here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Money! And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a throw. Rapidly approaching the end. Senegal look as though they are set to go out. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Strong running down that left flank. That'll be a throw-in. That has been knocked clear. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Look at the space. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's it. And so the thrill of the opening game. Giddy hope and expectation. They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so neither...
And Marmouche! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmouche, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Mohamed Salah! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. In with the challenge. He's gone for goal! It's loose and, oh, he's been caught napping. Chance, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. So we're still where we started right now. Great defending, strong and determined. Strong running down that left flank. Nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Chance for a shot! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And he's taking note. And he's had a hit! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Egypt really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Nakamba. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, nice touch. And the shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Not the most accurate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. They want to be quick to recover this. No way through, so back it comes. And the finish! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Nicely weighted ball.
Pretty robust defending.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Nakamba. Marmouche. Now it's Trezeguet. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Trezeguet certainly looks hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Nakamba. That's what he's saying. That's a good run down the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it into space. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Egypt go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we are back on the way. It's a promising position, delivered with swing. Oh, well played. Good play on the left-hand side here. Closing in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's dealt with that really well. And he thumps it clear. Oh, shooting chance! Cleared without complication. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Trezeguet. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Was 80,113.
Just about up to the hour now. Nakamba. No, again there's no way through. That's a good ball out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Goes for a shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And that should get the job done. Good chance here! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good steal, he just read it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nakamba. And he's forced to go back.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Zimbabwe clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Trezeguet. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nakamba. It's a really well-measured ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He has found a way through. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, not quite.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Could be danger here. He's found a way through. And the shot! Nakamba. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And he's managed to get free. Ah, such a clever touch. Shoots! Just too high. Nakamba, excellent challenge there, uncompromised. Great chance! He scores! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Is number 22.
Egypt are having a ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! It's in! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 89 minutes is
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mohamed Salah. Gets a good put in there.
Added time.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Foot in. And that will be the final act. So a smooth start, and one which, at least results-wise, could not have been better. That'll do very nicely. So a genuine sense of drama here, a pivotal game, offering the chance to seal progress from the group stage and an opportunity also to set the tone for the knockout stage to come. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace, in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And they're back on the ball again. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, this looks sharp. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lovely feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Spread it left. Gets a good foot in there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Trezeguet receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Marmouche. Steaming on. Big chance! Goal! Egypt! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
They're urging him to shoot. Back in possession and ready to go again. Victory now would mean so much. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Trezeguet going face-to-face with his great rival.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out wide. Marmouche, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, Ah, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Great run on the overlap here. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Egypt leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already... A real chance! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Egypt are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Tries a deft little ball. And a chance! It's there! Back to within one! Interesting!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
South Africa get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's forced to go back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marmoush. Mohamed Salah. Chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. South Africa finding their passes.
The attendance for this match was 80,000.
That's a good run down the left. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Egypt are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Foot in. It's a promising run he's making on the right. That has ended up in no man's land. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Shifted it to the flank. No foul, says the referee.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Egypt have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Picked out brilliant, and Marmouche! He had done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Number 22, Omar Marmouche.
Egypt go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Shoots! Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's in a great position here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Trezeguet picks it up out wide. Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 3 minutes.
He is
added
just
time.
caressing the ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good spread. No, that's been intercepted. And we're done. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the group stage successfully, with the glamour and the glory of the knockout phase to come. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing. Thank you everyone for your support today. You were more
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the pitch.
Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
It's a pretty loose pass. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Oh, good looking ball. Good read, needed to be. Driving forward. Oh, well played. And the shot! Played out towards the right wing. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, such a clever... Goes for a shot! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Egypt have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. That's tidy. It's Salah! Oh, off the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Shapes the shoot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Egypt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Trezeguet going full steam ahead down the left flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Played out to the right. He's picked his way through. It's a throw-in. He's in space and looking for options. He has found the way through. No, he's not getting his way this time. Marmouche does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A case now of complete control. Spread it left. Oh, that's neat. And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Egypt, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Carmel turns back here, probably the best option. And it's played forward. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's being shifted off it. Some good work on the right flank here. Great run on the overlap here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chance for a shot! No, not quite.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Salah. Mohamed Salah! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Egypt are having a ball here. Oh, good spread. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, easy pickings there.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
That was lovely, that.
Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Salah. This is promising. Tries a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Mohamed Salah definitely took on the run with considerable swagger until he shot.
That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That pass isn't the best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's good running with the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. Lovely bit of skill. Great defending, strong and determined. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Egypt are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Decent progress down the left. And that's gone loose. Now it's Trezeguet. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now. And the shot! He scores! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. He is through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a shade optimistic. Played up towards the front line. And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to gift it back. Threads one in. Shot, surely! No, it's wide. And that's that. Egypt can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Egypt were simply functioning free of pressure, as is their prerogative, because the hard work had all been done.